Great. We're here with the Vermont Maple Queen and King, Ruth Chiappinelli from Georgia, and Robbie Morrill from Milton, Vermont. What are you guys making first?
We are going to make an maple oatmeal pie for you today.
All right, and you said this was the easiest pie to ever make, right?
I think it's pretty easy, and I'm not talented in the kitchen, so
Well, we'll see. We'll be the judge of that. All right, so how do we start?
We should start with the crust.
Yep.
You're going to have a cup of shortening.
Okay.
Which is already measured out for us.
Perfect.
Then you're going to have 1 cup of flour.
Just all-purpose, pastry flour, bread flour, just all-purpose?
Yeah.
All purpose.
Okay.
If it comes out.
If it comes out.
There you go. Thank you.
And then you're just kind of cutting that into there.
Yep.
Okay.
Then you want to use 3 tablespoons of cold water. It's very important that you use cold water.
Why?
Yeah, tell us why.
I believe it's just because of the lard. You want it to make sure it just doesn't get all separated.
That's a great reason.
I think we want to wait until our dough or our dough so far has more of like a cornmeal consistency. So
okay,
before
so
you
just
add your water,
cutting it so it's
exactly.
So it looks like crumb topping.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what's going on.
I know what's going on. I have made a pie before. And so, I mean, you guys do a lot of events through the year, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Well, I mean, what have you done over the last year?
Well, we've been to the Big E in Massachusetts.
Cool. So that's like a big, what is the Big E for people who have never been?
The Big E is the New England International Fair.
Yep, in Springfield, right?
It's in Springfield, Mass.
It's huge.
Eastern States Exposition.
Eastern States, exactly.
That's what it is.
The Big Exposition is what the Big E is. You can probably
huge.
say that,
If you've
yeah.
never been, it's like the biggest fair, you know, east of the Mississippi, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're adding the 3 tablespoons of cold water.
Okay.
We also do like the Vermont fairs that are kind of scattered all throughout the summer all over the state. We've been able to do those and spun a lot of cotton candy.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, it's great though. But maple is actually a piece of both of your lives, right? I mean, it's not like you just get nominated. Hey, I'm the Maple Queen and King. Like, you know, Robbie, you've got your own.
I have my own maple sugaring operation in Georgia, Vermont.
I mean, 18 years old, got 18. It going on. I mean, that is forthright. And you've been, your whole family's been doing maple for a long time.
Yeah, my family has a maple sugaring operation in Georgia, and I mean, I was born and raised.
And they let you out of the house today because they are tapping trees and not watching these programs. So now that the dough's kind of come together.
Yeah, and
you know
I'm
the dough is ready
hands.
when the dough starts to clean the sides of the bowl.
Yep,
okay.
So, if you want to put some flour on the counter so you can roll out the dough
so
for
I can roll.
us.
I like that.
We'll give you the manual labor job. How's that?
I like the manual. All right, we'll see if I can. If I can
I'm
do
going to
this
save a little bit because we're going to put a beautiful maple leaf on the top of this pie made out of dough. So I'm going to save these last crumbs. Do you want to get going on the filling?
Yep. All right.
Crack my eggs here.
Now to start with the filling, you want to add 2 large or jumbo eggs into a bowl.
Preferably Vermont eggs, right?
Preferably Vermont
eggs.
Of course. Using a Vermont recipe.
And then you're going to whisk your eggs before you add your other ingredients for the filling. So do you want to whisk the eggs together?
And what are the other ingredients that you guys got? Because it looks like this magic cookie bar of everything.
Yes. It has oats, it has coconut and walnuts. And the coconut and walnuts are optional, but we're going to throw it all in there for today so we have the full effect of this delicious pie.
Now you want to add 1 cup of pure Vermont maple syrup. You can use any grade. Today we're going to be using fancy grade.
And do you guys have specific grades that you guys like the most? Like, I mean, what do you eat on your pancakes at home, or do you change it up? Like, when I'm eating pie, I like this grade, and then when
I generally like the darker syrup because it has more maple flavor.
Yep.
It's much stronger.
I mean, I really love all maple, but we have a lot of fancy at my house. We make a lot of fancy on my farm, so I'm just mostly used to having fancy. But then when we cook, we usually use B. just like Robbie said, because of the stronger maple flavor, B makes a really great cooking syrup.
It does, you know. I mean, salad dressing wise, makes great
Yeah,
salad
absolutely.
dressing.
Now, make sure to let it all drip in. Get all the good stuff in there.
We don't want to waste a drop. of
Never
maple
want to waste
syrup.
this stuff.
Yeah, people get if you waste maple syrup in Vermont, you might go to prison.
Maybe.
It's pretty serious up here.
If you're lucky, you'll go to prison.
You want to toss that pie tin?
Yeah.
All right.
And then we're gonna add 2 cups of the old-fashioned oats. So not your instant oats, but you want old-fashioned if you can. Oops, I spilled a little. Ready? And then in here we have 2 tablespoons of melted salted butter.
Wow, I am making the most rustic pie crust ever.
As long as it holds the filling, it's all right.
It'll hold the filling. I'm not sure for how long.
And at this point, coconut, again, is an optional ingredient, but we're going to throw it in because it tastes great. You want 1 cup. And it's just, you can buy it in a bag. It's shredded, and it's also coated in sugar.
Yeah, they use confectioner sugar to dry it out a little bit.
It's delicious. And you can
I can already
add
smell it.
It is ooey gooey.
a 1/2 cup of walnuts. And I'm just going to kind of guess. Ready?
All right. So
Okay.
that's really coming together. I mean, you got it all incorporated in there.
And look at how easy it is. That's why I love
Very
this
simple.
pie.
Very simple.
And it
That's-
tastes
said
so
it was
good.
simple. Yeah, I mean, we've gotten calls over the radio for the last hour. Save me a piece of that maple pie. So we'll be passing it out. All right. Hopefully this will hold it.
It looks like it'll do the job.
Looks like it's ready.
All right. And so basically, you know, with this recipe, the egg just kind of uses it to set, and then the whole thing bakes out. You know, the nuts are raw at this point, but they'll bake out, so they'll get that nice toasty flavor. And those oats, are they going to soften up, or are they going to be super firm?
They will soften up a little bit, but
Okay.
they're meant to just hold.
They're meant to have some texture, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want them to be totally squishy.
No,
It
nobody.
has a nice texture in
If
the
you
end.
want
It's good.
oatmeal, eat oatmeal.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then
And then?
our special little, if you want to roll this little tiny.
I don't know if we can get a whole maple leaf.
Oh,
on it.
you would not believe
You'll get
tiny
it.
piece of dough we had to
All right.
scrap through for the maple leaf
Oh,
on
gosh.
last night's pie. So,
All right, I'm gonna roll it thin, I guess.
yep.
Thin wins. I'm on the spot too.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to put you on the spot like this.
It's
But,
all right. How big is that thing?
here's your frame of reference that you have
Four
to work
cubic
with.
feet.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, this thing's like, it's like contact lens thin.
Almost got her.
Almost got her.
Almost. Here, we have something to make this process a little easier when it comes
We're
time
gonna-
to come
we're
off the
we're
counter.
definitely gonna
I think
need
you're going to need it.
Oh, now it's a size of loose leaf paper. All right. So we've got our little maple leaf, and then we just put it on top.
Yes.
Oh, good gosh. Oh,
Well,
gosh.
you get the idea.
I'm not a pie person, apparently. And Robbie's got the little maple sprig right there. All right. It's
You
kind
can
of a
tell
maple.
it's a maple leaf.
It's
sort of.
there.
It's been crumbled on the ground a little bit, but you know.
And then we bake this off?
Yes,
Bake it
at
off.
400 degrees
Okay.
for
how long?
about half an hour.
For about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you let it sit and cool?
You can
You
serve
can-
it warm or you can serve it cold. It actually makes a really good breakfast pie.
Ooh, I wish we had one that was done.
You know, I think in this magical oven we may.
And from VPT's Magic Oven, once again, we have a fresh, beautifully baked. See,
Oh, sorry.
your maple leaf is much prettier than mine. That is very, very, very beautiful. Great. Do we get to try it?
Yes.
Of course.
Do you want to cut it or you want me to?
It does.
Okay.
It does smell fantastic. That coconut really opens up. You know, you smell all the nuts, and it's super firm too.
This one actually doesn't have the walnuts in it, but still a great flavor.
Still a great flavor. And I like how Robbie doesn't, you didn't go for the small piece.
Oh no.
You went for the real deal.
You want a piece of pie.
Yeah.
It's maple pie. You have to have
It
a real deal.
is maple pie. We don't even have forks, so we're just gonna eat it.
I guess you can.
That's great. I mean, it's simple, but it's
simple.
really
It's
great.
easy. It's quick. It's a great dessert or a
And you
great
can
breakfast.
eat it while you drive to work.
Exactly. Don't even need a fork.
You don't even need a fork. We'd like to thank Ruth and Robbie for coming out today. Our Vermont Maple King and Queen. And this year at the Maple Festival, they will be crowning a new one.
Yes,
will.
we will.
Great. And, for those who haven't been out for Maple Weekend, is your farm open? Your farm open?
I will be.
I don't think our farm is open, but we'll send you down the road to Robbie.
If the sap's running, we'll be boiling.
Head on out to Milton for that.